John, a bit of a arm wrestle that game, but Featherstone Rovers eventually coming out victors.
Yeah, delighted with the second half in particular. I thought that Bradford made us work really hard first half, credit to them. I thought that they turned up with a good attitude and were first to the punch on most things that first half, but you have to understand we've just come off the back of a real tough tussle against OKR, and there's always going to be residue from those games. So to see this team turn around 26-0 second half is really pleasing, and I'm delighted for the victory, and I'd like to dedicate it to Arthur Bunting, who was my old coach at Hull FC. He signed me when I was a 17-year-old. Special man, great man, fantastic coach, and the most successful coach in Hull FC's era. So I'd like to personally send that out to Arthur.
In that first half, Featherstone weren't able to find the way through the Bradford defence, and you made that change with Thackeray and Briggs. Was that just to create, to bring a bit more creativity into that attack? I
thought that Thax, was put under a bit of pressure early on, and I thought that affected some of his plays, some of his execution. And when we're not firing, it's my job to look at ways in which we can change things, whether it's a strategy or whether it's a substitution. And I think that the choice worked, didn't it? I thought Briggs was great. I thought he had his best game probably since I've been here. Certainly the biggest impact in a game I think I've seen from him. So I was delighted with the change. I thought it was a good change. It's a brave one. You got Thackeray there, who was probably being the best halfback or one of the best halfbacks in Championship all year. And after 20 minutes, my intuition, my understanding of where we were playing and what we needed to do, I thought that Briggs could do things for us and change things a little bit, and it certainly paid off for us. I thought he kicked really well. I thought he ran the ball extremely well, created Bradford lots of problems for Bradford, so really pleased with that one.
Trailing by 2 points at half time, what did you talk about in the changing rooms?
We needed to be a little bit tougher with our attitude, and we need to be a little bit more patient with the ball and build pressure. I thought that we tried to overplay. We'd done a right downpour before the game, and the surface was wet, the ball was slippery, and we've got our first set, we shifted the ball from one side of the field to the other, and then we came up with a couple of speculative kicks that hurt us more than hurt the opposition. So we tidied that, we addressed that, we tidied up the kicking game. I thought Briggs tidied it up as well with his performance and his dominance of the ball. So we needed to fix up a couple of things at half time. Individually, group stuff was pointed and highlighted, and the players responded really well second half, not to concede. In particular, I thought Scott Moore near the line caused us some problems in that first half, but we managed to fix that up.
Jason Walton was a late withdrawal from the 17 prior to kick-off. Is that an injury to him?
Yeah, he struggled all week with a sore back, a stiff back, and we thought it settled down, and I got a call from him late last night saying it was sore, but we'll see how it is in the morning. And this morning it was around about 11 o'clock. He said that it's just not improving at all, so I had to make a late change, and pleased to give Kyron Johnson an opportunity to play on the wing and move Talapapa into the centre, and I thought both acquitted themselves really well. So chuffed to bits for Kyron. He's been really patient. He was outstanding when he had his chance against OKR, and I thought he's done such a good job again. I thought he looked great, and really pleased for him and for the team, really, because it's difficult when you don't get an opportunity because your team keeps winning and players are playing well. But he's been patient, he's been as good as gold, he's worked really hard, done extras, and he's got the benefit today, hasn't he?
How pleased were you with the attitude of the defence in the second half, especially to keep Bradford to nil?
Yeah, I was an angry man at half time. I pride my teams on being good defensively, and we've added another string to our bow offensively. I think we're a really good attacking team, but I don't think some of the things that we did in that first half were good enough. Not by anywhere near what we used to, but I think second half we showed a resilience, we showed a patience, we kicked better, we chased better, we conceded less penalties, we took the the pressure off ourselves and put it onto Bradford, and that certainly helped us defensively.
Looking ahead, you've got a tough challenge, a break from the league next week, a challenge against Headingley against the Rhinos. You must be looking forward to that as a team.
Yeah, it's because we've got a couple of plates spinning. In particular, this championship's our priority. It's about getting in the four, simple as that. And the Challenge Cup's been a really good distraction for us. I think it's given the club some good exposure on television. I think it's benefited the brand extremely well, and we're going to go to Leeds and we're going to give it our best shot. It's tough. It's a 5-day turnaround, and then we play a midweek game before we travel to London. So the people that make the decisions have not been kind on us, but we're not going to let them be the focus of attention or focus of discussions, really. This is about us and about our day in the sun. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to go there. It's going to be tough. They're a great team. They're a really well-coached team. They know how to play. But it'll be a good experience for us. It will. So, yeah. But today was easy, really, with regards to focusing on today's game because, it's very, very tight at the top. There's 5 teams vying for 4 spots. Or 4 teams vying for 3 spots if you think that Ulker's already home and hosed. So it's important that we don't get too distracted too much and don't look ahead too much.